everyone, welcome to a new live stream. Welcome to the daily live stream. Welcome Arcane, Felix, Illusion Trades. Hi man, how you doing? And yeah, so we're gonna see what is going on today with NASDAQ. So actually, I was looking for a little bit inside the things. It looks like we're coming back to the track. We will not invalidate the bullish because we were very close. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. Fabian, how you doing, man? Happy Friday. Thank you, buddy. I wish you the same. Prophet Pulse, welcome, man. What's up? All good, guys. All right, nice to see you. Nice to see all of you guys. And we're gonna dive deeper in Nasdaq first, and starting, of course, with the 2 hours time frame. We're gonna start at 11 minute 11. Okay. So basically what we are looking at, guys, that we had, of course, double 1-2s here, right? 3, 4, and a 5, and we're looking for another wave 4. Now, it's true that this looks like very impulsive and it looks very aggressive, right? But I don't see yet a really impulse toward the downside. When I went inside it on the 15-minute chart here, we see a potential, okay, impulse definitely, but it is an A, B, and a C here. Yeah, so kind of like 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Knowing that the wave 4 took the wave 1, but potentially that we have finished here, whether an, yeah, I would say expanding diagonal. Very rare case, but it happens when the market is in panic a little bit, guys. So this is what probably happened. Well, not panic, I would say. Yesterday there was a little bit, how to say, like a tension, yeah, a little bit tension in the media, especially around Tesla and Elon Musk and Trump and so on. Yeah. So and it happens at the same time when, or it has started at the same time when Trump was speaking. So yeah, very obviously that it was a very psychological and not really based on, I would say, like a bearish market or a bearish scenario, right? So basically, this is corrective. It's a very fast zigzag, guys. Very fast zigzag. And it is, of course, a reply for this wave 2. Now, the wave 2 here is also like kind of like fast, honestly. So the wave 4 is faster here. Since we dive very deep, it is more than enough, of course, to move toward the upside, guys. And I believe that we touch, of course, the 0.618, I think. Let me check. Wave 4 as an, okay, we didn't touch it. That is nicer. Okay, it's better to not touch it. I mean, it's not invalidation, but most of the time when you touch the 0.618 for a wave 4, it starts to kind of like invalidate the things. But that is a good signal. And by the way, we're moving toward the upside again, impulsively. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 right now. Formation of wave 5. Basically, the wave 5 might be not finished or might be finished as well. It doesn't matter. You finish an impulse in both case scenarios. Okay. So we finish 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 anyway. And if we move a little bit down for a correction, wave 2 or wave B, of course. And that means we might be in ABC zigzag, or we might be in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Higher possibility is the impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Meaning you would like to seek after a wave 5 right now in the white to finish, of course, a wave 5 in the yellow as well a wave 3 in the main wave 3, by the way. This is a main wave 3. And that means, of course, the main wave 3, meaning the main impulse wave 3. Yeah, so that would be nice to see it, actually. But let me check. This is okay. This is an old thing. I would like to see the wave 3 target taken exactly from there. Let's see the target wave 3 as an impulse. All right, perfect. We already took the 1.27, which is, of course, a confirmation that we are on the right path and we are, of course, on the correct scenario here. This is the most important. I'm still looking for the 1.618, of course, as a target in a wave 3, which is 22K800. And I believe that this wave 5 might unfold it. Okay, so I believe that the next target is 22K800, guys, which it might be, of course, starting right now from a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So yes, very possible. Very possible, I would say. Now, this target was for yesterday for this blue zone. Well, we were close. It doesn't matter. As I always mention, once you take the high, it is more than enough to say that we finished a wave 5. Okay, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. It took the high, a new high. It has created a new high, and of course, meaning we finished a wave 3 here. We got our wave 4, wave 5 might unfold very extended. Why? Because you have a short wave 3. What does it mean, short wave 3? It means when you take the fib levels from the 1, 2 here, well, it's not very short, honestly. I thought that it is short, but it is not. Okay, it's 1.618 here. All right, that's a good one. Yeah, so it can be, of course, therefore. It can be extended, it cannot be. But what I'm seeking for, again, the same thing, is taking the high, but I believe that we're gonna overshoot. I believe we're gonna overshoot because, of course, as well, this wave 5 was not really strong. Yeah, so it might, of course, give a little bit higher push here. And by the way, look at the red line. What is the red line? It is our all-time high. Yeah, so we are very, very close, guys, for the all-time high here. Yeah, very nice V shape. And it looks like even what you call normally, I mean, I don't use it in Elliott wave, head and shoulders, right? But this head and shoulders, like the shoulders here look like a little bit disabled. But whatever. I think that we are gonna take the high, guys, very soon. Okay, this is what I mean the all-time high, not the high only, the all-time high. So preferably, of course, to watch this for the next week. I think on Monday it's gonna be taken. Today is hard to take it directly. Honestly, I think on Monday we might reach the 22K800 directly, guys. Very interesting. We're gonna see this. All right, let's see the SPX as well. Let me see, Fabian, a retail capitulation yesterday on Tesla. Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. What happened yesterday for Tesla, I already made a video directly after it. I was hearing it already, and once he said the things about Elon, I'm very disappointed with Elon. So yeah, then I just directly went to Tesla and I saw the massive drop starting like crazy. And the reason was, anyway, Tesla cars. Imagine, like, the main reason is Tesla cars, of the whole thing, fight, and of the whole fight and the tension, right? It's about the electric cars, which is mainly Tesla. Who else in US, right? So that was the disaster for Tesla, dropping like crazy. But yeah, I mean, guys, we already mentioned this on Tesla. Yeah, you know me. I mean, go back to the videos and the live stream. Every time I make Tesla, I mention to you, I don't like Tesla. I see an ABC toward the upside. I don't like the whole range here, and that we might be in WX and Y, or of course sideways. Yeah, so I still see, of course, a drop, guys, and it's coming. So yeah, I think this zigzag for a wave Y at least, or for a wave D, meaning wave C, A, B, C, D, and a E, guys. Yeah, Tesla is suffering now, guys. It's suffering. So we're gonna go back to Tesla to see it much more deeper later on at its time. We have it, of course, but let's do SPX first. So SPX, we started at 20. Okay, guys. So for SPX, we are looking at the 2 hours chart. We already took our high, so I'm more than satisfied, yeah, that we took the high in a 5 ways up for a wave 5, wave 3. It's true we didn't took the blue box, but as I already mentioned, wave 5 is not necessarily always to take exactly the fibs. Simply taking the high is more than enough. But the structure should be, of course, 5 waves taking the high. Otherwise, something else is unfolding. So yeah, basically everything is fine. We're moving towards the downside for a wave 4 currently in the blue scenario, which it might be, of course, an A, B, and a C. And based on the timing, well, let me check if I took the time correctly here, or I just put it, yeah, I just put it randomly here. So this is a timing that we would like to see a wave 4. Here we go. So yeah, basically it can be, this is 2-hour chart. It can be, yeah, by tonight, probably, or by Monday, taken, of course, and then moving toward the upside again. 5,850 can be, of course, a possible target here. Hi, Free Minds. How you doing, buddy? I'm good, thank you. I hope you're doing well. On the lower time frame, we can see, of course, we have 5 ways down, guys. Okay, so it's obviously 5 ways down, a leading diagonal, wave B, and potentially starting an impulse for a wave C, meaning A, B, and a C might be. Of course, leading diagonal can be, of course, a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but I doubt this, of course, right now. Of course, ABC is much higher possibility, and yeah, taking, of course, this wave 4 at 0.23, which is 5,855. And therefore, on Monday, I believe, or Tuesday, the day next, we start to move toward the upside again. Now, of course, it's not aligning with NASDAQ, I believe. Of course, NASDAQ is moving up and SPX is down. But don't forget that SPX is always behind one step of NASDAQ, okay? So NASDAQ has an impulse right now, but it's not very sure, guys, that we are moving directly toward the upside, okay? Be careful, of course, and it depends where we're gonna take the wave B right now, or a wave 2. So the retracement that we will get here will depend on the 1-to-1 fib level, if we break it or not. Meaning, this is a key level right now, the 21K 700, I would say, or around it, 800, you can take it into consideration as well. If we break the 1-to-1 fib level, therefore, okay, higher possibility we're continuing toward the upside. So it's a key level. It's like a level where it tells you, okay, we're moving for all-time high, okay? If not, it means, like, if you do this as a zigzag, be careful, okay? Be careful, it might, of course, reverse. But yeah, I think it might continue, guys, very normal. Now we hear back about we hear again about recession talks and so on. It just talks, guys. All right, it just talks. I don't see it yet. I don't see any kind of recession. I don't know what they are talking about, to be honest. Well, if we are in a recession, I would like to see something like very corrective, very sideways at least, but I don't see any threat on the chart, so I don't know what they are talking about, honestly. It's just to create fear and confusion. Be careful, guys. All right, let's move to the gold. Free minds in gold. I think the fifth wave is still pending. The fourth is forming a irregular contracting triangle. Okay, we're gonna see definitely the gold. Sure, man, we're gonna see it. All right, so we are starting the gold at 25 minutes. Okay. For the gold, yeah, so yesterday we were talking that, okay, it might be very bearish, guys, right? So I'm talking bearish on the long term, okay? So long term, we are bearish, okay? For the gold, we have topped. We might take a little bit one more high, probably, well, and then moving down again, okay? So we're taking the high correctively in case it happens. It's already clear from here, right? We have ABC, not an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Your wave 4 interfered. No impulse, right? So therefore, we're looking still, of course, for a lower, and already explained in the video yesterday for the gold. So if you would like to see why we are thinking in long term as bearish, you can check the video, and it's well explained in the all-time history. So currently we are, of course, in an A, B, and a C. Potentially this wave C has finished. The wave 5 has finished over there. You finished wave C, you finished a wave B, right? And without taking even the 1-to-1 fib level, it took here the zigzag 0.618. Here we go. But I cannot really call it zigzag even, yeah. So I don't see it as a zigzag because here you don't have an impulse, so you have regular flat actually. Okay, but regular flat taking the 0.618. Well, very rare case, but yeah, obviously it is a weakness. Okay, guys. Now, maybe you will ask me, what are the potential of bullish again on the lower time frame? Of course, that is always. I mean, on my channels, guys, whether stocks or crypto, that is always bullish and bearish. Okay, I'm not sided to one direction. Of course, I prefer the long-term bearish right now and to be safe and so on. But of course, there is a potential to move higher correctively. So what if? Why not? Basically, what it can be that you did not finish yet is this flat, okay? And you're still seeking for the 1-to-1 fib level, and you might have potentially, of course, it can be a 1-2, but triple 1-2 is so yeah, maybe then big 1-2. Okay, yeah, big 1-2. So if you have an impulse here, then a bigger 1-2 here, and then 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, yeah, that is convincing. I was like double 1-2 and then triple 1-2s. That's too much. That is no triple 1-2s, of course. But that is, of course, an impulse here. It can be a wave 2 here, and then wave 3, 4, and a 5. Targets for this, don't forget that we have to move towards the downside right now anyway, because you have an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whether you are in A, B, and a C for a wave 2, or you are in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 toward the downside, the bearish. Okay, I'm gonna explain both. So if you are in ABC, targets or key levels, okay, to be watched. So this, again, the 1-to-1 fib level is the 3,300. You have to check, of course, guys, if you pass this 1-to-1 fib level, that means you are in a wave 3. Okay, if you retrace toward the upside impulsively, meaning 5 ways up, 3 ways down, you pass the high here. This is your confirmation at this point exactly. Okay, meaning this is a 1, 2, and you launch a wave 3 toward the upside. Okay, this is a confirmation for bullish. Now the bearish is, of course, simply breaking the 1-to-1 fib level and or 3 ways up, because you're gonna retrace on the 1-to-1 fib level. It might trick you that, oh, I'm bullish, look, I'm retracing on the 1-to-1 fib level, and then plum, right? So be careful. If it is 3 waves and it goes down, take this low here, directly it is confirmed as bearish. Okay, meaning 3 ways up correction, you continue the trend downward. All right, so those are the key levels, and the, yeah, we're moving impulsively right now. Definitely, it should be anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, so next target in both case scenarios is 3,311. No financial advice, of course. Many of you may take the trade right now, but no financial advice, guys. But very high possibility, of course. Yeah, ABC. Wave 4 did not interfere with wave 1. Check again, man. Which wave 4, buddy? You mean this one? If this one, I'm already calling it an impulse. If you mean this one, it has already took the wave 1. Okay, you have to check again, bro. All right. This one is not invalidated. I didn't say that this one is invalidated. I know it didn't took it. So yeah, but this one is taken. Okay, so there is no 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This cannot be a wave 5. Okay, this is a problem. All right. Yeah, this is for the gold, guys. So if we break the 1-to-1 fib level, we're moving for a wave 3. What does it mean? By the way, let's continue the scenario. What does it mean if we break the 1-to-1 fib level? It means that you are forming here a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is your wave 1, then having another retracement toward the upside for a wave 2, and then 3, 4, 5 to hit, of course, the 1-to-1 fib level taken from the A here to the B to the C, guys. Okay? To finish 3 waves. Okay? This is the first bearish short-term scenario. Are we done? I mean, is it done? If we get to here 3 waves, are we moving for new high? Well, probabilities are 50-50 in this case. You might repeat the same scenario that we might expect here to take the all-time high. You might have it here rather than taking it here. You might have it next, okay, after having the first wave, and the wave B might take the all-time high and then moving down again further. Why? Because it's not enough on the daily or on the all-time history. The 3000 is not enough. You can go back to the video of the all-time history, guys, yesterday made for the gold, and why we think, of course, 2580 is the main target of the bear market. Okay. Yep. So basically, I still see even more correction. Maybe you can take the all-time high, yeah, wave B, and then moving again towards the 2580 in an expanding flat wave C, or it can be simply another flat. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Towards, but I believe it needs some strength toward the downside. So we need kind of like expanding flat, honestly, because we need a massive drop a little bit to correct exactly like it should be. So you need like expanding flat to make it stronger after it, after you take the all-time high. That's why. All right, so basically, I would say the gold, if we break the 3,300, next target is 3,000, guys, and around it. All right, so let's move on. After the gold, we have Nvidia. All right, let's do Nvidia and see. Actually, I went out in Nvidia yesterday. Yeah, after hearing everything, and I regretted right now a little bit, but it's fine. I mean, I went out at the end in profit, but now it's not too late. I mean, yeah, it can be continuing something towards the upside, but I'm expecting, of course, a wave 4 in the orange. Okay, in the orange scenario, which is, of course, a potential here. You have it's 1-1-2s, right? And then 3, 4, and a 5, 4 and a 5, and now in the wave 4 and a 5 of the orange. Okay, this orange wave 4 is a zigzag. So I'm expecting, yeah, that's why I doubt it. I'm expecting kind of like something like a flat, or it might be kind of like a triangle, guys. Okay, so because this wave is deep, I'm expecting a little bit sideways and then moving toward the upside. Yeah, so this is the thing. But the minimum target anyway is 0.23, guys, by the way, 133. Meaning you would like to see 3 waves down somehow like this, right, as a flat, and then moving toward the upside. Okay, or it can be 3 waves down for the wave A in a triangle, and you never get back to this area. Yeah, meaning A, B, C, D, and an E, and then boom. Yeah. And that because, of course, again, alternation, you have a zigzag, which is the deepest wave 2 in all of this waves 2s here. And it might be sideways, yeah, because here you got a deeper one, here also deeper one. This time alternation, it might get, of course, sideways. Yep, so, or flat. This is what I'm looking for, but it should take the 133, guys, even if it is not a deeper one, or 134, okay, on the linear chart, somehow like this. I would say 134.5 is a good one. Yeah, maybe I buy there. I don't know. So we gonna see. But currently, I'm not interested. Let's move inside it. I mean, yeah, it looks impulsive, guys. This is why I'm saying, okay, I regret it because it might continue something from here. In this case, if this happen, I'm afraid that this is a 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 and then 4 and a 5. Yeah. This is why I say, okay, I shouldn't get out, but it's fine. I'm 3 4 5 4 and a 5. Yeah, that's it. We have a double 1 2. Knowing that we did not interfere here, it looks like a full impulse, right? But obviously that this is your wave 3 4 5, and here you might have, of course, double 1 2. So yeah, higher possibility also if we are impulsive, and now it has showed up. So I would say 4 5 would take still the high here. Okay, here we go. Not this one, sorry, not this one, this one. All right, here we go. And then this comes later on, yeah, so to be re-updated. But be careful, if we don't see this taken, this high, therefore this stays as explained right now, okay, the wave 4. If we don't take the high today, or I don't know, the next trading day, which is Monday, if we don't take it, this stays or remain as scenario wave 4, okay. Otherwise, yeah, you might have one more leg towards the upside. Cool, guys. Free minds. I agree with the bearish scene as well. Let's see. You're talking about the gold, I think. Yes. Yes. 100%, my friend. All right. Let's see Palantir. Let's have 38. Okay. Palantir Technologies. All right. Yeah, Palantir. Okay. Yeah, if you remember the last video for Palantir, I was a little bit shaking about it, right? If you remember, I was not really happy about it. Yeah, and to count like several 1-2s here and so on. Yeah, and here we go. Yesterday also we saw something. Now, of course, it can be just following the whole market and everything with the same scenarios and the same tension that we have yesterday as a result. But yeah, I still don't see it impulsive, honestly. I don't know why. As a 1-2-1-2, and then another 1-2 is very low possibility, and now you have took the low anyway here, so you don't have any kind of other impulsive. And I see a very long sideways correction after 3 ways up, meaning, which is zigzag, meaning, yeah, guys, I believe that this wave C is unfolding, honestly. Getting closer and closer, yeah, in a wave Y potentially. Why? Because you have 3 ways potentially, and you might have here kind of like yeah, correction. This correction is very complex here. I would say it is like kind of like A, B, and a C. Yeah, and that's why I'm still looking for lower, honestly. Yeah, so A, B. If you can see here, you have 3 ways up. You took the high, and currently you're moving in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 towards the downside. So I would say the wave B is not finished even. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that is not really nice to see. and especially to see like an AI company struggling right now. I don't know why. But okay, so here we go, guys. If we take this is invalidation of bearish. Okay, if we take this one, but it doesn't mean bullish. Okay, but it's just invalidation of the bearish, meaning there is no, we will not take probably the low. Okay, 125. If we take this price, okay, because it's not allowed to interfere the way forward with the zone one, and that means there is no impulse anymore, and that might transfer to something else, which it can be an A, B, C, D, and an E. Oof, yeah, that will be an ugly structure, but yeah, can be very possible as a zigzag sideways for an X, and then moving zigzag or impulse toward the upside, but probably as a zigzag because it's a WX and a Y, probably. Yeah, so unless, of course, if you take the high again, okay, or we see some kind of an impulsive wave or structure here. So if we move 15 minutes, well, there is an impulse. Here we go. Yeah, very interesting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. It might take the invalidation impulsively, and that means, of course, it's not necessarily to be impulsive, guys. It can be, of course, impulse correction impulse for a zigzag, which it is a part of the triangle as explained, A, B, C, D, and a E. Yeah, because they should be zigzags. This is a zigzag, by the way. This is a zigzag, and this one, well, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah. Then if internally this is an, yeah, obviously what else it gonna be? A, B, and a C. It's a zigzag, right? So yeah, basically yes. Triangle is getting a little bit potential here, and it might be a running triangle as we call it. A, B, C. Yes, because the B is higher than the A. So we're getting this shape, guys. Here we go. Okay, and a triangle meaning A, B, C, and getting the D right now and the E. Here we go. All right, somehow like that. Here we go. Yep. Let's see it in a bigger view. Yeah, that looks logic. Okay, yeah. All right, guys. Gold is dancing like crazy. I don't know. There are some news. Volatility. Well, okay. Don't forget you are in an impulse toward the downside. The impulse is volatile. Plus, there are news. Yes. Here we go. We just unemployment rate today. Okay, but it looks positive. It was as forecasted, so that's good. Previous non-farm payroll. Okay. Okay, it's not so bad, but the unemployment rate might be positive for the dollar, which it might affect the gold, of course. Okay. Yeah. So let's see NASDAQ. Ooh, boom. Yes. Very nice. Yeah, we're talking here about. All right. If this is gonna be very impulsive, that would be great. Let me just check fast on crypto market. Okay, it's affecting negative. Cool. All right. Cool. Okay. Yeah, so the things are in a move with it has fueled up the market. Only Nasdaq moving up, okay? Would it affect Nvidia? Yes. Nice. Very nice. Okay, guys. Yes, so that is the reason. Tesla, we already talked about it. So yeah, so we're gonna see a little bit insights. What's happening? Let's see if Tesla is affected with the news. Nothing. Oh my God. Okay. um. All right, so all the stock is rising up except Tesla, guys. So basically, yeah, we have a wave 1, 2, 3. Obviously, guys, yeah, it is very obvious that you have on the lower time frame 1, 2, 3, 4, not finished yet, 5. Why not finished yet? Because the timing for a wave 2 is not hit yet. Okay, and that means, of course, a wave 4. Here we go. Targets has been already reached the 0.38. Okay, so good bouncing, but I think it might even reach the 0.5. Be careful. Yeah? So it might, of course, move A, B, and a C to reach the perfect time, of course, for a wave 4. So this area is requested. Yeah, here we go. Okay, in the blue zone here, it might hit the $300, 311. Potentially it might get first ABC somehow like this, yeah, and then moving for wave 5. Okay, and what does it mean on a bigger view here? On a bigger view, we are looking at a potential zigzag, of course, big zigzag, right, which is a wave Y. Back again to remind you here on the daily. So on the daily, you are looking here for, let me just clean up this in the 4-hour chart. Here we go. So you are looking at a zigzag, A, B, and a C in a wave Y, meaning expanding flat for a wave W, zigzag for the wave X, and then another zigzag for the wave Y. In a bigger view, again, even much more than the daily, which is the all-time history, what does it mean? A, B, and a C finished at 1-to-1 fib level perfectly to finish a wave A. You're seeking for an extended wave B here because you need anyway 3 waves corrective, which is with this dump that it's gonna create for the wave B. Then moving later on, probably for a wave C, we're gonna see that. Okay. Yeah, not recommended to trade with Tesla currently, guys. Trade safe. Okay. Next is DGT. All right. Arcane asked for this. DGT. What is it, by the way? Is it this one? Trump Media and Technology Group. Oh, I did this before. Okay. I think someone asked for it before. Okay. Is it Trump Media? Of course. I mean, Trump. No one. Donald Trump. Obviously from the DGT, right? A, B, C. Yeah, it's so bad. It's so bad anyway. It's a bad shot. It's a bad shot, guys. It's not good, right? Donald Trump, it doesn't look good. A, B, C, D, E, it's very sideways, guys, and it's moving down. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Yeah, wave 4 interfered with the zone 1, and that means, of course, it's not impulsive, right? It's not impulsive because your wave 4 interfered, but it might be something very complex structure, something like WXNY, all right? Yeah, so, yep, that was it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I wish you to have a nice trading day and trade safe always. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.